Hi, how you doing? This is Ryan, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. We are now mere moments away from a historic landmark in the video games industry and in adults-only content, with the release of the video game Subverse. You might have already seen my earlier videos promoting this game some time ago, all the way back in 2019. Wow, how time flies. But let's hypothetically say you never watched my earlier Subverse videos. Now, you've heard of the game, and you know it has a sci-fi theme, and that it's unashamedly porn. Now, I'm sure you can reasonably deduct there's more to it than that. Now, for the Subverse veterans, this part of the video is not for you. If you've been following the devs on Twitter and keeping up with all the updates on Kickstarter, you know everything that's going on with this game. This section of the video is for the newbies. Now, let's get you up to speed. Subverse, first and foremost, is a story-focused RPG. No, really. I know there are some ignorant jackasses online that will try to convince you otherwise, but really, this game is more than just sex. Although, that admittedly does play a big part in the game. Well, there are actually a lot of big parts in this game, if you catch my drift. Heyo!
Shut the f*** up, Steve!
The developers of the game, Studio Foe, describe their game as such. Welcome to a new era in adult entertainment. Tired of crappy, low-effort hentai games? Then enter the Subverse, an old-school PC gaming experience developed from the ground up for the discerning adult by a team of filthy apex perverts. And the devs really do mean it when they say an old-school PC gaming experience. Jesus! And the devs really do mean it when they say an old-school PC gaming experience. Remember how in StarCraft and StarCraft 2 you had the briefing room, and then an interactive version on your own spaceship, the Hyperion? Well, Subverse does something similar with its own spaceship, the Mary Celeste, where you have different rooms on the ship where you can visit your crew members, initiate dialogue, purchase upgrades, and select missions. Do you remember old-school turn-based strategy games like Heroes, Might and Magic? Well, Subverse has a similar style of that classic strategy combat gameplay, utilizing special hero characters, your waifus, alongside your own customizable mutant alien army. Do you enjoy classic arcadey shoot-em-ups? Well, Subverse has got you covered with classical, chaotic, arcadey spaceship shoot-em-up action gameplay. But hey, what if you're primarily here for the story? What if you're a big fan of games like Dragon Age and of course Mass Effect? Well, Subverse has absolutely got you covered there as well, with hours and hours of dialogue between characters, hundreds of pages of written lore and backstory, and the gameplay feature of being able to give gifts to your waifus to improve your standing and relationship with them. Subverse is not fucking around, even though there's a lot of fucking around in it. Heyo!
Shut the f*** up, Steve!
Do not be misled by detractors. Subverse is a fully fledged video game. There's a story to experience, a progression system to engage with, and difficult challenges to overcome. This is not solely smut. This is a passion project. Now, if you want to know more before committing to any purchase of the game, I recommend checking out the game's Steam page, the official website, and the multiple update details on the game's Kickstarter page. I'm not going to waste your time regurgitating details that are already available to the public. What I will tell you about Subverse is this. Despite this being their debut video game, Studio FOW have already proven themselves 100 times over to be some of the most hardworking, honest, and passionate video game developers on the planet. There are many online who have tried to hijack the narrative of Subverse for petty, personal, and political reasons. But I'm going to share with you the absolute objective truth. The developers, the people, the human beings over at Studio Foe saw a marketplace filled with cheap, corporate, loveless, adults-only products. So they said to themselves, and then they said to the rest of the world, we can do better. They saw all the corporate censorship and the creative cowardice in the industry and said, fuck that. We're gonna make the game we want to make, a game free from petty, childish restrictions that treats you like a fully grown adult. That's the truth about Subverse. That is the reality. Anyone who says anything else is lying to you. Let me tell you about another reality. Subverse has one of the best voice casts in all of video game history. You could not ask for better voice actresses and actors to fill these roles and bring these characters to life. You are going to fall in love with these characters because of the performances of these women and men. However, full transparency, of course, if you've been following my channel since 2019 when I first covered Subverse, you know that I have grown more than attached to the cast and crew of this video game. Full transparency, all my biases on the table, they have become my friends and family. I love them and will die for them. They are some of the most important people in the world to me. But because I have gotten so close to them, I can personally guarantee you that they are all putting in nothing less than 110% into their roles. They are putting their hearts and souls into these characters. So if well-written and well-voice-acted characters in video games are a priority for you, are a selling point for you, well, Subverse not only has that in spades, but the quality of these aspects are above and beyond a AAA quality. This game could literally not have a better cast of voice actresses and actors. Please, when you can, follow and support these exceptionally talented individuals on their social medias and check out their other work. They are deserving of all the love and support this world can offer them. Now, one more important topic of information that I must bring up. Now, I'm sure the Subverse faithful and veterans are already well aware of this, but keep in mind, Subverse is launching into early access on March 26th, 2021, this month, for $30 USD. This is not the full release. This is the early access release. You are not getting the full game. You are getting access to what is essentially the first act of the story at early access launch. And as the year progresses, Studio Fo will add more and more story chapters containing more waifus, more characters, more enemies, more planets, just more content in general. You are still getting your money's worth at launch for $30. There is a significant amount of content in the early access launch, but the full-fledged release of the game out of early access will probably not happen until 2022. Just be aware of that going in when making your purchase of the game. This is early access, this is not the full game at launch, this is not the entirety of the game at launch, and future additional content will be added into the game over the course of the upcoming months. But Subverse is not going to be stuck in early access limbo by any means. Studio Fo anticipate remaining in early access for a minimum of a year. They are committed to this project. This is their life's work. They are not going anywhere. So yeah, that's what you need to know about Subverse before launch. You know, it's really hard to believe we're finally here. It's surreal that this is actually happening. Subverse is finally launching. 2019, the year I first discovered and covered this game, feels like forever ago. So much has happened since then. I've changed so much since then. I've come so far since then. I've become a more open-minded person. Because of all of you, I've been able to give so much to charity and help those in need. I owe everything to the Subverse community, to the cast, to the developers. You folks literally changed my life for the better. This game has literally changed my life forever. Whether folks like it or not, Subverse is going to make history. This game is going to set a precedent. It's going to change things. It's going to be a major milestone in fighting the stigmatization of adult content and adult content creators. Sex is a beautiful thing. It only adds to storytelling and character development. It shouldn't be shunned. It shouldn't be censored. It should be embraced in our media, in our stories, so that not only more original and creative works can be created, but also so we can have more healthy and open and consensual conversations about sex. It's part of the human experience, goddammit. Let's stop being so afraid of it. And with that being said, I'll get off my soapbox now. Thank you so much to the beautiful folks over at Studio Fo. Thank you so much to the beautiful voice actresses and actors, my friends and family, for bringing this remarkable vision to life. Check out Subverse on Steam. It launches in early access on March 26th, 2021 for $30 US. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please leave a like if you did. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love reading comments. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, well, there's links to my Ko-Fi and my Patreon in the description. Anyways, that's been a video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.